lovies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gugu. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for stopping by. Today's video is not an everyday makeup look. This is just how I'm doing my makeup for my day today. I really do hope you enjoy it. I really had to do like a voiceover towards the end because of the noise outside, but without further ado, let us get into the video. I'm just gonna start off with my brows. I feel like once my brows are in order, it's easier for me to just do my whole face. And also my mirror is this side, so I'm so sorry if I can't make eye contact. I'm already running late, but what's new? If you would like an eyebrow tutorial, I think I have one on my YouTube channel already and also on my Instagram, so I'm not gonna go really in depth and I'm really running out of time, so the focus of this video will just be like my base, but I'm gonna do the rest of my brows off camera and then I'll catch you guys in a minute. But also, hopefully I can make this whole video like a talk through video. I don't really like voiceovers, like personally I don't enjoy them. I find them quite boring. I love interacting and engaging as I do my makeup, but I live in a very noisy area, so sometimes it's not really convenient. So that's just like a little heads up. If I switch this to a voiceover, it's not my fault, it's just probably the noise outside. But anyway, let me get over my brows. So I've just finished doing my eyebrows. I'm super happy. They look kind of big, but it's okay. It's the way I like them. Let's get onto my face. I think I'm gonna start off with primer. I have a couple of primers. You don't need to, but I feel like this one really helps grip product onto your face and it's very mattifying. But this is an eyeshadow primer, but I use it for my face, especially where I'm oily. This Maybelline Baby Skin is also amazing. Like, it really hides and minimizes your pores, so I also love it, but using them together is just for me the best. And this one, like where I'm oily, it also does help, but I feel like this one is just way better for my T-zone. I've already applied sunscreen because my face has been cracking and been very dry lately. I don't know, I think it's like the acne medication my dermatologist gave me, but I usually have oily skin. I'm just gonna use my hands and work that into my face. Can you see the difference? I don't know, but I can. I can see it in the mirror. And also I had this pimple this whole week. I decided to pop it last night. I know you're not supposed to pop your pimples, but it was really irritating me. Like, I would understand if it was like here or like somewhere where I can hide it, but really on my forehead, that was very evil. Very. But that is beautiful. And then I'm gonna apply this Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. This primer is very patchy, so you really need to work it into your skin as soon as possible. So I apply this under my eyes just to avoid creasing as well. That's all you need. Literally a little goes a long way. I'm gonna use this Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder and just powder my face real quick. This is gonna help your makeup last longer, and because I'm going out the whole day, I really want my makeup to last long and still look good. And this also gives it that mattifying effect. So if you have oily skin, this routine would be the best for you. And just dab a little bit, you don't need to put a lot. And especially by my nose, like my nose is so oily, it's crazy. A little bit by the eyes. There we go. I know I look like a casket. Just trust the process. It's gonna come together. And then I'm gonna use some setting spray just to make sure that that sets in place. I really love to play around with eyeshadow and liner. So if you want something more simple or basic, you can watch another one of my soft glam videos. That eyeshadow is more simple. But for today, this is the look that I'm going for. Oh, by the way, I'm applying just a little bit of concealer. I love how full coverage the LA Girl concealer is, and honestly, you don't need a lot. Like, a little goes a long way. And I'm gonna blend that out with this foundation brush. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna use my favorite bronzer, but I pack it into my crease and then just blend upwards. And then I'm gonna take a similar color, but the shimmer shade of this eyeshadow. Don't judge my eyeliner, please. Like, I'm very sensitive. I know my eyeliner game is not the best. Honestly, it's fine. I admit it's not, but I really just wanted eyeliner today. And now I'm gonna apply some lashes. I apply it on the lash strip as well as my lash line. That just for me helps them to stick for way longer and they don't start popping off during the day. Period. She's a whole new woman. I'm gonna start with concealer because when you let it sit, it lasts longer and it's more pigmented. And I'm using this light Wet n Wild one. I know it looks very light, but we're gonna work it through. I love a lot of concealer and I love a bright under eye. So this is why I'm saying this look is not really an everyday makeup look, but I'm just feeling kind of extra today, but you'll see at the end, everything will just look a bit natural. A little bit here, cover up. So while that sits on my face, I'm gonna apply some contour. This is a foundation stick. It is so beautiful, so creamy, it blends out so easily. So I'm just gonna go around my face. As you can see, homegirl has a big forehead and big cheeks, and that is why I'm applying my contour there. I'm gonna use my favorite liquid lipstick for blush. You don't need to go out and buy a liquid blush. It's really unnecessary. You just need to blend this out quickly because it can get patchy. And this for me just adds a little bit of brightness to the face. I love it. I use two foundations. You don't need to, but this one is a bit too cakey for me, but I love the coverage and it's not transferable. However, this one looks like skin, but it transfers very easily. So when I mix the two, it just works better for me. But before I apply foundation, I'm just gonna blend out the contour and the blush. Some setting spray. And then work that in. I prefer blending upwards because you want your face to look snatched. When you blend downwards, it kind of sags. As you can see on my forehead, I blend into my hairline as well. That just avoids like that line of demarcation. Nobody likes that, so blend into your hairline and then blend downwards. Blend out to your ears as well. Make sure everything is just seamless. I really need to check myself from like every angle to make sure that, girl, when I'm taking these pictures, it's looking flawless from every angle. If you want a natural finish and you don't mind the transfer, this is for you. This one for me is just for like full heavy coverage makeup, and that's not what I'm going for today. I'm gonna use one pump from each, not a lot. So that's all I'm using. At least for now, this should be fine. So I'm applying the foundation where there are like empty spaces on my face where there is no product yet. And a little bit up here, just to blend out that blush. And a little bit at the top. Before I blend, I'm gonna go in with this LA Girl Pro Concealer and cover my mustache. This fly, like girl. Not my handbag, I will kill you. Sorry, I need to kill this fly. I know I look crazy, don't judge me, just trust the process. I needed to cover up my mustache. And girl, the thing is my mustache is kind of green. I think it's like my veins. It's just not cute. That's why I put a lot of concealer. And then I'm gonna go in with the setting spray. This just helps everything melt and blend easily. I'm also gonna apply some on my brush. And now we're gonna blend everything together. I like this little line. Blend it down to your neck. Apply more foundation if you need to, but it won't be a lot. I need a little bit more foundation. I'm just gonna blend it down. So I'm gonna use the same brush I used for my bronzer just to blend everything together. So this next step is very unnecessary, but because I love a bright under eye, I'm going to use another light concealer You don't need as many concealers as I use, but I just need a little bit of brightness. And then I'm gonna get my setting powder ready, because you want to apply setting powder immediately after you blend up the concealer so that your concealer doesn't crease and have lines. So I use the pressed powder as well as this Makeup Revolution loose powder. For me, the combo just works best. The pressed powder is just a bit too neutral for me, but when I apply this loose powder, it makes it brighter. So if you don't want that brightening effect, you can skip this powder and just use this pressed powder. It's amazing, it's mattifying. Girl, this is the real deal, and it's so affordable. I'm just gonna apply a little bit. There we go. I use a brush, but you can use a sponge. I actually use both, but I start off with the brush. For me, it just gives me that airbrush look. And then the sponge is just to make sure that everything blends in together. So I'm gonna show you now. Apply, tap off the excess powder, and apply some setting spray. That's the secret to lasting makeup. Setting spray, girl. Set in between. And now I'm gonna work around the nose. Look upwards and blend. I'm gonna use that contour brush just to make sure that there are no harsh lines. Press it, look up. I'm just gonna apply the powder where else I applied concealer except my forehead, because when I apply powder to my forehead it looks patchy. Pack it in just to make sure that you're not looking like a casket. This is gonna take away all that ashiness. So I ended up switching to a voiceover, but luckily it was towards the end, so I'm sure you'll still be able to catch on with the steps that I was doing. I completed my nose highlights as well as finished off my eye makeup, and then I did my lip combo. By the way, all the products that I have used in this video are in the description box down below, so do check that out in case you want to buy or purchase any products. I really do recommend this routine because it has worked for me, and this makeup lasted the whole day. I am so obsessed with these orange warm tones for summer. It gives everything. I'm personally not the biggest fan of a harsh contour. I prefer a more softer, gentle look, and that is why I mix both my bronzer and my blush just to create that effect. I also do the same technique to my nose. There is no specific method I use to contour my nose, and then I re-emphasized my beauty spot and ended this look by sealing in all those products using a setting spray as well as a damp beauty blender just to lock in that product. I think I'm done. I'm running late, but thank you so much for watching this video. If you've made it to the end, I really hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it. This is not an everyday glam. Trust me, it takes so long. I'm already running late, but like, it was worth it for me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and don't forget to comment down below any other suggestions or videos that you would like me to film for you. Without further ado, stay beautiful, stay blessed. I love you. God loves you more. Mwah.